Hello, happy Friday, everyone. It is May the 29th, it's Friday, and this is 5A for the day. Let's see what's in store. In math, we're actually moving on to something a little bit different, working with coordinate planes and things, which is math of a different sort. So we're going to kind of leave a lot of the multiplying and we're working with fractions and decimals and all those things. We're going to sort of leave those things for now and move on to something a little bit different, working with coordinates and coordinate planes. It's different, and I think it's a little easier in some ways too. You don't have to memorize multiplication tables to be good at it. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is just looking at that for the first time and sort of getting a feel for it. In language arts class, there's a mini lesson video where I explain a bit more about what we're doing, but basically, we just have to read. The reading's pretty short today. It's the first part about summer, so we get to see basically the very first day of school for August. If you remember, Summer went and sat with him at lunch when no one else would, so we get to see what she was thinking, basically, when that was happening. So we just have to do a little reading and turn in 5 words that you maybe don't know, brand new words, or words that we don't know very well. If you find phrases, I mentioned this, some of you guys do that. If you find phrases that are new to you, that you see a couple words you don't know, but you know they go together, you can write that down too. Some people do that, and it's helpful. So that's all we have to turn in. Just turn in the 5 words before the end of the day. In English class, we have a Zoom review. We're going to have a little Zoom class where we do a little review of the story. Part 2 in particular. Yesterday, if you remember, we wrote a little review about it. The characters, we talked about the plot, and basically your opinion. What did you think of this part of the story? Was it better than the first part? Was it more exciting, or was it more boring, or whatever you think? So we're just going to see what everybody had to say. You guys have a lot of good ideas, so I'm excited. I think this will be fun. I learn a lot when we do these things because I read the story and I think a certain thing, but you guys have a different perspective. I think you're closer to the story because you guys are still in school. You know what it's like to do these things. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. But for class today, we just need to have the little review that we wrote yesterday. You don't have to have the actual piece of paper, but as long as we know what we talked about, I might ask you about the characters, or what did you think about the story, things like that. So just be prepared to talk about that. And then in science today, we're going to talk about chemical equations. Ooh, how exciting. We've talked a lot about acids and bases and chemicals and all these things. And chemical equations, it's kind of like getting into the next step. We've essentially identified a lot of the parts. Once you have those things, then you start putting them together. It's like math. You have to learn the numbers, then you learn what addition is and subtraction, and then you start putting things together. That's kind of what we're going to do today. But it's just a little video we have to watch. There's some quiz questions. But yeah, there's nothing to turn in. I can see it online. So that's basically it, guys. We just have the one Zoom class today at 12:15 in English. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great day. I'll see you guys here certainly at 12:15 if I don't talk to you before. But until then, have a nice day.